Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. Have you ever wondered what are bowling brackets? Well, let's talk about them. First, familiarize yourself with bowling brackets and help you understand opportunities available to you if you're a highly competitive player. So, for example, it's the USBC, the United States Bowling Congress's legal form of gambling during competition. So finding out more about bowling brackets will help you, and perhaps you can even encounter them in your bowling leagues at home so you can get involved. Or tournaments, could be local tournaments, could be national tournaments. Again, it could be the USBC Nationals because they're offered there. And it's an optional form of gambling that's legal, and it can be not only lucrative if you perform well, you might even get into the business yourself of running brackets in your own leagues or tournaments at home. So it does have that capability by getting the right software. Now what happens is that bowlers will pay an entry fee amount. Could be $1, $5, $20. It just depends on the structure of the competition and what you decide to do with the entry fee portion of the bracket wagering. The bowlers are entered into a random drawing, either mechanically or most of the time by a computer, and then they're drawn against another player for each game of competition. So the bowlers can actually be given handicap as well as scratch brackets, and it makes it a fair bet, or the brackets can be based basically just on straight up scratch scores. Essentially, brackets are the type of pot game in which bowlers can compete directly against other bowlers during league or tournament play. I would think that's the best way to describe it. The winner of the heads-up matches moves on from one game into the second game, for example, in a three-game competition, accompanied with all the other winners of the first game, and then the losers are eliminated in that first bracket. Their money goes bye-bye. The elimination process happens after each game, and the winners of the third game win the payout for the bracket. Could be one or two winners in each bracket based on 3 games of bowling. A common 3-game league would consist of, for example, 8 bowlers per bracket. That's a common bracket for league play. There are bracket formats which allow for 2 games of competition and others for greater numbers, but typically 3 games in league play is what you might encounter. So if you start with 8 bowlers, you got, and after game 1, then there's 4 left, and then the bracket tree causes 4 bowlers to be paired into 2 groups of 2 bowlers. At the end of the second game, then 2 bowlers advance into the third game, and there you have your winners, and that's how it works. And the monies can be distributed accordingly, so you have increasing chances of winning money the more times you enter brackets, and also if you pay a runner-up share in each bracket. Now, as example of a common bracket payout formula based on a typical 3-game league bracket, would cost each bowler, let's say, $5. 8 bowlers times $5 is a total prize fund of $40, and there's usually a $5 administration fee, something like that. And this is the money to pay to the person running the brackets, okay? Then that leaves $35 in the prize fund, and the money's usually split $30 for the winner and maybe $5, which is your money back, for the runner-up share. So that's typically how brackets work. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't participated in them, you should look into it more. If you're a competitive player, and it's really a fair way to do it because you draw your opponents at random, and this way you're not teeing off directly on one person or another. And in a 1-game match, anyone can beat another player. So, and particularly with the handicap factor, if that's what you have in your league brackets, for example. So, yeah, if you're ever wondering about what are bowling brackets, that kind of describes it. If you have more information about it, I'm sure you can read the article here online about our bowling brackets, and we wish you all the success in your competition. Thank you.